Welcome to the YouTube classes, math classes for 10th class, 9th class children. If you watch my channel first time, please do subscribe my channel, like it and share it to your friends and classmates. You do not watch my previous classes, I will provide the links in the description box. You can see, you can watch my previous videos also. You can comment about my classes in the comment box. You can give the advice in the advices and request. I request to all, if you have any doubt, you can comment in the comment box. If you give any suggestion, you can give to me in the description box. So let's go to the today class. So real numbers representing real numbers on the number line through successive magnification. So we are going to discuss about this topic. So suppose he has give 2.776. So I have to represent this number on the number line. Suppose you take number line, what we have at center, we know that is the 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Left hand side negative number, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6, minus 7. So these numbers are on number line. Right hand side we have positive number, left hand side we have negative numbers. Okay, so 2.776, it is a decimal number, terminating decimal. So where it is lies? Yes, so it is 2.7, it is more than 2, so less than 3. So this number lies between 2 and 3, 2 and 3, between 2 and 3. So we have to magnify this portion. Which portion? 2 and 3, between the portion of the number line between the 2 and 3, we can magnify. It is divided into 10 equal parts. Now one more line you have to draw, that is I am going to magnify this 2 and 3. So I divided this between portion, 2 and 3 between portion, the portion of between 2 and 3, I divide into 10 equal parts. First one is 2.1, 2.2, 2.3, 2.4, 2.5, 2.6, 2.7, 2.8, 2.9, then 3. So what is the number is this? Yes, 2.7. Where is the 2.7? This is the 2.7. So 2. Next 2.8 only. So this portion is magnified here. Okay. Next, say 2.276 is lies between 2.7 and 2.8. So now I am taking 2.0 and 2.7. It is also divided into 10 equal parts. 10 equal parts. First one 2.7, then 2.71, 2.72, then 2.73, then 2.74, 2.75, 2.76, 2.77, 2.78, then 2.79, then it is 3. 2.8. It is last one is 2.8. I magnify. I take this between portion of 2.7 and 2.8. Where is the number that? 2.76, 2.77 and 2.78. This number lies between this portion. Which portion? 2.7 and 2.8. It is lies between these two numbers. Okay. Next, I am going to magnify that portion. So again I am taking magnifier, divide into 10 equal parts. 10 equal parts, the portion of lies between 2.7 and 2.78, 2.77 and 2.78. So 2.77, then it is 2.771, and this is 2.772, this is 2.773, this is 2.774, this is 2.775, this is 2.776, and this is 2.777, and this is 2.778, this is 2.779, this is 2.78, last one is 2.78. So this is the magnifier, the portion of 2.7 and 2.78, 2.77 and 2.7. So what is the number that 2.776, 2.776, this is the number. We have to do like this. Now this is the example problem only. Now no need to write in classwork. Now I am going to explain exercise 1.3, exercise 1.3 first problem, exercise 1.3 first problem. So first problem, visualize 2.874 on the number line using successive magnification. Solution. So what is the given number? 2.874. So first of all you draw a number line. You should draw with pencil. Okay. Next, at the center we have 0. Right hand side positive number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Left hand side -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6. So 2.8, where it is lies on the number line? Yes, it is lies between 2 and 3. So we are going to magnify the portion of number line between 2 and 3. 2 and 3. So it is 2. It is 2.1, 2.2, 2.3, 2.4. So I am going to divide this portion in 10 equal parts. How many equal parts? Yes, 10 equal parts. 2.5, 2.6, 2.7, 2.8, 2.9. It is 3. So this is the magnification portion of the lies between 2 and 3. 2 and 3. So now where it is lies? 2.8. Where is the 2.8? This is 2.8. So 2.9. This number is lies between 2.8 and 2.9. This portion of the number line, I am going to magnify that. It is 2.8, 2.81, 2.82, 2.83, 2.84, 2.85, 2.86, 2.87, 2.88, 2.89. It is 2.9. So I magnify this portion of 2.8 and less between 2.8 and 2.9. So where is the number lies between? So it is lies between 2.87. Where is the 2.87? This is 2.88. Then we get 2.8. This number lies between mid portion of 2 point lies between portion of 2.87 and 2.88. So I am going to do again magnify this portion. So it is 2.8. So it is 2.8. Sorry, 2.87. It is 2.87. So just wait. See here. It is 2.87. This is the 2.871. This is 2.872. This is 2.873. 73. This is 2.874. This is 2.875. This is 2.876. This is 2.877. 2.878. 2.879. 2.88. So I magnify this portion between 2.87 and 2.88. So what is the number is he asking? 2.874. Where is that? 2.874. This is the number. So you have to mark like this. This is the answer, first answer. Okay. So next question, second question. Visualize 5.2 bar on the number line up to 3 decimal place. So how can we write this one? 5.282828 going. Why? Because he given like that. Again you have to take a one first number line, same like this only. You have to draw a number line at the center 0, this side positive number, this side negative number. So it is 5.28, no? So it is lies between 5 and 6. This portion should be magnifier and the portion divide into 10 equal parts and write the same like this only. So you have to find up to 3 digits. 3 digits means you have to solve 5.282. These 3 digits you have to represent on the successive magnification. Understood? Then I am going. So now I am going to discuss some points. Suppose I take root 2, root 3. It is a irrational number plus minus root 3. What happened? Root 3 minus root 3, it is equal to 0. 0 is a rational number or irrational number? It is a rational number. So what happened here? I take two rational numbers and add it. Sum of the two rational number is 0. So sometimes it is a rational number. So what I am saying here, sum of the two rational number may not to be irrational. Sum of two irrational number may not be irrational number. Why? Because here get be rational number. Understood? Okay. Next, root 5 minus root 5. So I take two rational numbers and I am doing subtraction. Here also we get 0. It is also, yes, rational number. So difference of two rational number. Difference of two rational number may not be also. So difference of two irrational number may not be irrational number. It is a rational number. Understood? Next, root 2 into root 2, it is root 2 whole square. Square root is cancelled 2. 2 is a rational number. 2 is what, Ra? What is the 2? It is a rational number. So the product of two irrational number may not be irrational. Okay, then root 7 by root 7, root 7 ones are root 7 ones, it is equal to 1. 1 is a rational number. The division of two irrational number also may not be irrational number. Then I am going to tell you some formulas. You have to note down it. So formulas. First formula, root of a and ab is equal to root a into root b. Second formula, root of a by b, that's equal to root a by root b. Third formula, root a plus root b into root a minus root b. How like it is? A plus b into a minus b. A plus b into a minus b. Yes, you are correct. A square minus b square. Root a square minus root b square. Square root cancel. We get a minus b. So we can write simply a plus b into root a plus root b into root a minus root b is equal to a minus b. Now fourth one, a plus root b into a minus root b is equal to, how like it is? It is also same, a plus b into a minus b. A square minus b square. A square minus root b square. Root square cancel. A square minus b. A square minus b. Okay, next fifth one, root a plus root b into root c plus root d is equal to, we can write root of ac plus root of ad plus root of bc plus root of bd. Root of bd. Root of ac plus root of ad plus root of bc plus root of bd. So last next one, sixth one, root a plus root b is equal to whole square. Root a plus root b whole square is equal to, how like it is? A square plus b square. A square means root a square plus 2ab. 2ab means root a into root b plus 2ab. So root b square. Square root cancel. So a plus 2ab. 2 root of ab. What I wrote here? 2 root of ab is equal to root a into root b. So here we have root a into root b. It is root of ab plus b. This is the formula. Next, seventh one, root of a plus b plus 2 root of ab, which is equal to root a plus root b. How like it is? It is, we can write root of a square b square. Okay, so this one only. See here what he has given, a plus b plus a plus b plus 2 root of ab. So which is equal to, we can write like this, no? root a plus root b, under root root a plus root b whole square. Square and root is cancelled. We get the root a plus root b. Understood? To try to understand. And next, loss of exponents for real numbers. Loss of exponents for real numbers. Real numbers. First one, we know that already we learned this. A to the power of m into a to the power of n, that is a to the power of m plus n. So second one, a to the power of m whole power n, that is a to the power of m n, m into n. So third one, a by a to the power of m by a to the power of n is equal a to the power of m minus n. Here we have a three situation. If m is greater than n, when it is happened, if m is greater than n, or it is equal to 1, when it is happened, m is equal to n. So the power exponents are equal means we can cancel it, we get the 1. Next, 1 by a to the power of n minus m, when it is happened, m is less than n, m is less than n. Next, fourth formula, a to the power of m into b to the power of m. So here exponent is called same, but here bases are different. So you have to multiply this, a power ab power m. Understood? The bases are different, exponents same. So I wrote the whole power of this two product of that one. So fifth one, 1 by a to the power of n is equal to a to the power of minus n. Next, sixth one, a to the power of 0, that is equal to 1, a does not equal to 0. So seventh one, nth power a is equal to a to the power of 1 by n. So here I am going to discuss a new topic, that is surd. I am going to write definition of surd. If n is positive integer greater than 1 and a is a positive rational number but not nth power of any rational number, then nth root of a or a to the power of 1 by n is called a surd of nth order. What you are saying? N is a positive integer greater than 1, not a 1. Okay. So n is a positive rational number, any rational number, but not nth power is any rational number. Then then nth root of a is a set. Nth root of is a set, or a to the power of n is a set. What we called nth root of a is called, nth power of a is called radical form. Which form it is? Radical form. Hence, A is called radicand. Nth root is called radical sign. For example, exponential form a to the power of 1 by n is called exponential form of z. Exponential form of the z. Exponential form. Nth root a is radical form of the set. Radical form. So these are the two forms of the sets. One is the exponential form, and second one is radical form. Okay. Next, do this. First one, write the following sets in exponential form. First problem. What is the first problem? Root 2. There is any number in the root, so its value is 2. You can write exponential form. 2 is the base. You have to write power 1 by 2. What you have a number in the root, you have to write by 2. So square root means it is 2 by 2, 1 by 2. Next, second one, third root of 9, that is equal to 9 to the power of 1 by 3. Why? Because in the root we have a third root, no? We have 3 by 3. So remaining one more problem is there, third one. So fifth root of 20 you have to change into exponential form. So next, second problem, second bit. Write the surds in radical form. So first one is 5 to the power of 1 by 7. So it is radical form of solution. Five to the power of 7 by 1 is equal to 7th root 5. Second one, 17 power of 1 by 6. Solution, radical form of 17 to the power of 1 by 6 is equal to 6th root of 17. So I am here stopped to today class. I hope you all understand these all problems. If you have any doubt, you can ask me in the comment box. I will give the reply to everyone. Thank you everyone. Thank you very much. Keep watching.